Hi, my name is Dave Zagunis. I'm the son of the late Frank Zagunis, pastor here from 1962 to 1968. I can't tell you what an incredible thrill this weekend has been for me to be here after 25 years of being away from Winnipeg, and the thrill of joining with you in celebrating 100 years of God's grace on Grant Memorial Baptist. What a thrill that's been for me. I can't express it in words. I want to bring greetings from my mother, Lynn. She is still in the same house that she purchased 25 years ago when she moved from Winnipeg to San Diego. And she is enjoying fairly good health, a few minor health things, but she's never been in the hospital in all that time, and she's is 75 years old now, and doing very well. And she sends her greetings. She so wanted to be here to see all of you, and just wanted to send fondest greetings, and told me that she will never, ever forget the love that you all have shown her over the years. Thanks so much. My sister Joy is now 34, and she has 4 children. She's the wife of an assistant pastor of a church in northern San Diego County, and Joy has blossomed into a marvelous woman of God. She is in ministry with her husband, up to her elbows, very busy, active. She's planning women's retreats. She leads her own Bible studies. She does counseling as well as homeschooling 2 of her 4 children. So she stays very busy, and she loves the work that God's put into their lives. And as a matter of fact, they spent 7 years planting a church in Hawaii, and that church is going even today. So that's thrilling for me to see in my little sister. My brother Paul, who shared here on Friday, returned to make the funeral arrangements for his son. And he called me yesterday, and we talked at length over the phone. He wanted me to express his gratefulness for all the prayers that have gone up. And he really feels the sustaining influence of those prayers in these last couple days since he's been home. And we do thank you for those prayers. They really have been with all of us in these hard times. I might mention that my brother's son has been sick for a number of years with a kidney ailment, and we knew that he was not going to live a full life, but it came as a complete shock that he would pass so suddenly. And I'll be leaving to go back to the funeral right after Monday morning. I have been serving as a missionary for 15 years with an inner city mission by the name of World Impact. They have inner city missions across the United States in 10 different cities. I served first in San Diego for 6 years, in the barrio of San Diego, and then moved to the Leadership Training Center that we had for young adult men in rural Kansas. And there have been many times on that 600-acre ranch where we did many things that I first learned out at the Meisner's farm, the 11-acre farm out there. And living on that ranch brought many memories back to me of the time that I spent here in Winnipeg. I stepped away from ministry about 2 years ago to go back to seminary, and I'm presently studying at the same school that my dad went to, north of Boston, Gordon Conwell Theological Seminary. And I'm also working full-time for a book distributor in the north part of Boston, Christian Book Distributors. And plan after I finish my degree to go back into inner city ministry and hope to teach at a Bible institute that would be located in an inner city area. The thing I wanted to share just about being here and thinking over the times that I was at Grant Memorial I know Pastor Richardson shared about God's grace the other night. I think the word that characterizes Grant for me is celebrating. If I could ever think of a church that knew how to celebrate, it's Grant Memorial. And it's not simply having a good time. It's the character of your celebration. Possibly a good example that would characterize that kind of celebration, that celebrating, that is so evident here, even in this weekend, is the banquets that would be held at the old Colony Street building in the middle of the winter by the college and career groups. And I remember them so vividly. This plain, ordinary, dark basement would be transformed into a South Sea island or an Italian vineyard, and to see the attention to detail, the creativity and the industriousness that went into all of those banquets characterize so much of what celebration means to the people of Grant Memorial here. All of those qualities are so evident in everything that you folks do. And you don't know what rare, unique qualities those are. They are so precious. They are so wonderful. There's such a wonderful heritage that you hold here as a congregation. You know, I haven't been back to Winnipeg in 25 years, and so I've spent a little time driving around the city, and it's hard to see changes as you living in a city, but I think one of the things, there are a lot of things that I saw that were really different, but one thing in particular that stood out in my mind is the cultural and ethnic diversity that has come into the city in the years since I've been here. And I can't help but think of what an incredible opportunity you here at Grant Memorial have in being able to share with that mission field that is here right at your doorstep. And if I could just put those two together, I think that the next 100 years, my hope and my prayer would be for Grant Memorial would be that heritage of the way you know how to celebrate, the way you know how to put a celebration together, would be joined with a reaching out to all those of ethnic diversity and racial diversity that are within this city, so that they could know that they have a place, that they can come here and really belong in a part and be a part of this celebration. Keep on celebrating, Grant. Grace and peace. Thank you.